Aries, how are you today? This is your bonus weekend reading. My name is Cheryl Lynn, and we're going to do this the way we always do it. So I am going to call out all 12 signs. I will pull 2 cards for each of the 12 signs. When I call out the sign, whoever comes to your mind first, that's who we're talking about. It's just like an overview of what's currently going on between the two of you. Yeah, that's it. It's like a little snapshot into the situation. At the bottom, I will pull 2 cards each for Friday the 18th, Saturday the 19th, and Sunday the 20th. It's to give you a little heads up as to what might be coming towards you this weekend. The hope is to help you more easily navigate your way through your weekend, right? Alrighty then, let us see. This one is going to be for my Aries, right? Yep, Aries. 1, 2, 3. Aries, Aries. Okay, if you're an Aries, currently dealing with another Aries, so this is like you're talking to yourself, okay? We've got the 7 of Wands, and the Death card. Okay, I feel right now that the Aries, so you talking to yourself, this is all about you trying to tell yourself to not be so defensive towards a transformation that's trying to take place. So I feel like there's a transformation that's right in front of you that you need to undergo, and you are desperately trying to not. You're trying to hold yourself back from going into this transformation. I don't even think it's out of fear. It's out of the fact that you don't like to be told what you got to do. Really, that's how I feel about it. But anyways, you need to ease up on that. That's what you're telling yourself. If you are an Aries and you are dealing with a Taurus, I have the Chariot and the 9 of Cups. Well, this Taurus is seeing you as possibly wish fulfillment for certain. And they absolutely want forward motion and victory here. I'm unclear if you're on board with that. If you are, it looks promising, but I'm not certain. If you are an Aries dealing with the Gemini, I have the Page of Wands and the Justice card. This Gemini is viewing you as somebody who is non-committal, not easy to tie down, not looking to be tied down possibly. They're actually viewing it as justice in some strange way, like it's karma, they feel like, for a time when they didn't want to be tied down to somebody else. This is something that's tried to go from a situationship to a relationship, and you're having a struggle here for sure. There is a struggle in this dynamic. You don't necessarily want the same thing out of this, so that's the problem. If you are a Aries dealing with a Cancer, I have the 2 of Wands, and who? The 9 of Pentacles. So Cancer is viewing you as somebody who's incredibly independent. You're somebody who doesn't need anybody. If somebody's around you, it's because you want them there. With the 2 of Wands, you're at some sort of crossroads right now. I feel like this Cancer feels they're only going to be on one of those 2 paths, and so they're hoping that you pick the one that they're on. This feels very friendship-based, though. This doesn't feel romantic to me, really. It just feels like there's emotion here, but it's friendship-based. If you are an Aries dealing with a Leo, I have the 2 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, the Leo is also saying that you're at some sort of crossroads, so you must be dealing with options right now, Aries. With the 4 of Pentacles, they feel like you are basing your decisions on something that you're holding on to from the past. It doesn't feel like a person, it feels like an emotion. So you're basing your decisions on pain or fear. And that's not what they want you to do, obviously. They want you to choose them. If you are a Aries dealing with a Virgo, I have the 8 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So this Virgo is viewing you as somebody who has a cup full of love, as do they have strong emotions for you. However, they're viewing this as a situation that they are walking away from, I believe. It just doesn't seem, they're very logical, and it's not seeming when they look at it from a logical standpoint that this is something that's going to go forward in a way that they desire. If you are an Aries dealing with a Libra, I have the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. I remember with Libras, this was a +2. I feel like there's a lot of potential here in this situation with the Aries and the Libra. Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity. Knight of Wands, there's no shortage of passion here. It's something you feel very strongly about trying to pursue. There you go. If you are a Aries dealing with a Scorpio, I have the 10 of Cups and Temperance. So Scorpio is viewing you as quite possibly the road to their 10 of Cups, to their emotional fulfillment, and they're biding their time right now. They're trying to be patient and wait it out, is what I got. If you are a Aries dealing with the Sagittarius, I have the Hangman and the 3 of Cups. be honest, the Sagittarius is viewing you, Aries, as somebody who's, it looks to me as like you're partying too much and keeping yourself in a stuck position. You are not necessarily acting all that mature or trying to push towards your future very much, which kind of fits into what you were telling yourself in the beginning, right? You're holding off on a transformation, which is an evolution, right? That's how they see you. This is a friend, for sure. This is a friend, somebody that's known you a long, long time. If you are a Aries dealing with a Capricorn, I have the World card and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, the Capricorn and you have hit rough ground, it looks like. A cycle's closing out between the two of you. It feels like somewhat not on a good note. I don't know why. It just didn't pan out to be what everybody had hoped it would. If you are, and I'm not sure it was romantic, this could have been a work relationship or something. It just, your maturity levels are very different. It didn't come together right. If you are an Aries dealing with an Aquarius, I have the Six of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Six of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Whew. Okay, Three of Pentacles. The Aquarius would love to collaborate with you. They feel like you're headed for some kind of notoriety here in a positive sense. I know notoriety is not a positive word. You're headed for some kind of public recognition here. They feel it's well deserved. You've worked hard to get to where you're at. If you are an Aries dealing with a Pisces, I have the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So there has been a betrayal here between you and the Pisces. And I think it's a toss-up as far as whose fault it is. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to push the blame game anyways, but one of you, or both of you. The Knight of Swords, everybody's looking for clarity. I'm losing my voice. Sorry. Friday, we have the Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles. We're out of time. Okay, so Friday, it looks like there's a higher level of commitment here that is disbanding, is how I feel, at least temporarily. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm not sure that it's a forever thing, but it looks temporary, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Saturday, I have the Four of Swords and the Hermit. So you're pulling your energy back and going into hermit mode, trying to heal from whatever this is that happens on Friday. Sunday, I've got Two of Cups and the Fool. I feel like by Sunday, you're taking a leap of faith back into it, possibly. That's how this looks. I mean, you consider this some kind of a divine union anyway. So this is like a makeup, breakup thing. I don't know. That's what it looks like. That's what I got for you guys. I hope this somehow helps. If you need a private reading, send me a message and I will get you the details. Other than that, you know, it doesn't even matter what the card's saying yet. Life is what you make it. So go make the best of this weekend. Have a good time, I think. Looks like you're having no shortage of good times right now, to be honest, Aries. It looks like you're, if anything, you're trying to hold on to the good times and not necessarily go forward, but that's okay. It'll all work itself out. There you go. You look quite popular. That's a plus, at least on paper. Doesn't always feel as good as you thought it was gonna, but that's okay. All right, y'all. There you go. Thank you.